Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to the channel for more Destiny 2 news and intel. In today's video, we're going to be covering some items that have finally been made available for free for everyone. So even if you're a free-to-play player, you can actually pick up this loot. It'll be ending at the end of the week, so you do have a few days left. We'll also cover a few amazing farm glitches that are still available in the game this week, and a couple of other daily vendor update loot that I think you probably want to take a look at. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram. All those things really help support the channel quite a bit. You can also stick around till the end of the video for a secret hashtag you can leave in the comment section. Remember, any of those things I just mentioned, liking, commenting, subscribing, or the secret hashtag will enter you into the next giveaway on this channel. We do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And when we reach 100,000 subscribers on the channel, we'll be giving away a new console or a video card if you play on PC. You can also leave a comment down below, of course, on any of the topics of discussion in today's video. Always interested to hear all your thoughts. Or you can leave a comment down below on anything I might mispronounce during the course of today's video. I'm sure there'll be at least a few things. There's also a little bit of lore information, which I don't usually cover, that I think is interesting and associated with one of the items we're going to be covering today. The first one I wanted to really take a look at is this shader. Necrostatic, I believe is how it's pronounced, but you can let me know, of course, down below. This is available for 300 Bright Dust. Certainly a very, very cool one. I have to say, pairs pretty well with this armor, but what really doesn't pair well with the Crota armor. I do get a lot of questions, people asking me where I got this armor. It is from the Crota's End raid. You can acquire all the items, or all the pieces of armor there, and then you can turn them into universal ornaments. I actually have these just as ornaments equipped to some artifice armor. But I do like this one, and it is an animated shader, which don't come around too often. We've had a couple over the last few weeks, but definitely consider picking this up. I'm going to acquire it myself so I don't forget. Under seasonal, and this was sort of available I think last week as well, but the Eerie armor set, I believe this was from Festival of the Lost last year. I don't know if it was a throwaway armor set, like one that didn't get released, or if it was, but it has been available for 1,500 silver, I think, for a little while, but I had just noticed that it's actually available for 6,000 Bright Dust, so you can actually get this completely for free. You just have to save up the Bright Dust, but you can farm for Bright Dust, so if you'd be interested to know the best farming methods for Bright Dust, you can also let me know in the comment section down below. Remember, I do respond to all comments, so any questions or concerns you might have, you can always let me know. But very cool armor set, to say the least. Like the one for the Warlock quite a bit. And then down on the main Bright Dust page, we have the Overgrown weapon ornament for the Outbreak Perfected. Also a very cool one, which I don't have, so I'll also be acquiring this. And a little bit of interesting forthcoming lore, or really just information that has been stated by Bungie about Siva, which is associated with this weapon heavily, will be returning, apparently, after or during the Renegades expansion, I believe the second half of the Renegades expansion. We're going back to the Plague Lands, so I think that's an exciting thing. If anybody played Rise of Iron back in the day, I actually really loved that time in Destiny. Be cool to see it again in Destiny 2, so pick up this weapon ornament in prep. I'm also going to acquire this myself. I'm running out of Bright Dust here, got to do some farming. Let me know if you want to know some methods, because I'm probably going to be doing some Bright Dust farming in the near future. Might as well make a video on it for you guys, if you'd be interested, of course. over at our old Vanguard vendor and buddy Commander Zavala this week. There is a pretty god roll and meta PvE weapon available. We have the Scintillation Adept, if you can complete the Nightfall on the GM difficulty. Even a normal roll on it is pretty good. You'll also be getting, of course, the Cruel Mercy Adept if you can complete the GM difficulty. This one is very good for boss damage. It's a 3-shot linear fusion rifle, so it's a little bit more forgiving, and you get the bonus of, if you miss one shot, you can usually get at least 2 to hit. And like I said, very good for boss damage with the right rolls and perks. I'm sure you'll get at least 1 or 2 decent rolls if you can complete any level of the Nightfall this week, but on the GM difficulty, I'm sure you'll get a god roll right off the top. Over at Banshee 44 today, and really for the remainder of the week, as some of these rolls might rotate, but I have to say they seem to be holding on to their rolls more often than not over at Banshee 44, which is unfortunate, because I liked it when he updated twice a day sometimes. We had the Hollow Words with Feeding Frenzy and Disruption Break, the Enigma with Impulse Amplifier, Frenzy, and the Psycho Hack Origin Trait. This one with the Tempered Trust Haft as well, best haft you can get. I had heard that this was craftable, but I don't know if it is. Unconfirmed. Possibly there is a craftable version, and you just can't get one from Banshee, though that would be a first, as if any weapon is craftable and Banshee sells it, then you will get the craftable version. Same thing with enhanced weapons. But let me know in the comments section down below, is there actually a craftable version of the Enigma? We have a Taipan 4FR with triple tap and opening shot and vice stinger. This is an absolute god roll on this linear fusion rifle. Yes, it can't be crafted. No, it's not an enhanced weapon, but still an amazing roll. Especially for new or solo players, this is a great one to pick up for boss damage. We have the Mikado 45, probably said that incorrectly, I always do, but this one with Steady Hands and Hatchling. This is a fully enhanceable weapon right out of the box, and you'll be getting enhanced Hatchling. This is another god roll for PvE and for PvP. This is actually very similar to the one that I actually use very often. I'll show you that one after we cover the other rolls, but definitely pick this up if you're just looking for some good PvE endgame weapons. This is a very good one. Good for ad clear, good for boss damage. We have a Bad Omens with Snapshot Sight and Genesis, and we have a Path of Least Resistance with Stats for All, One for All, and Ambush, another craftable weapon here. And just to show you what my role is, as I have it equipped to my character, this one has Slice and Hatchling, which is just a little bit better. I mean, these are the 2 best perks that you can have on this weapon. You can actually have them in 2 different slots, which is very rare. But still, if I could pick one, I'd probably pick Hatchling just because I find that I use this more for ad clear than boss damage. But yeah, if maybe there'll be a roll later on this week that actually has both of these perks. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But if you can just get the Hatchling one, it's a 9 out of 10 for sure. We're going to make our way down to the other end of the tower really quick. I think 801 had another interesting shader for sale. And of course, we have to say hi to Archie. Everyone seems to be a big fan of Archie. I'm a big fan of Archie. Let me know. Don't you think it'd be fun if you could take Archie for like a walk around the tower? Maybe not everybody else in the tower could see you walking Archie, but you could. I mean, that would be great. Why can't we just have little things like that? Let me know in the comments section down below. Do you think we should be able to take this good boy Archie for a walk? I think so. After we cover 801, we'll also just cover a really amazing farm glitch, which is still here this week. I think every solo player will probably want to get into while you can. Verified chronology shader. We have the Echoes of Io Worn shader. And we have the War Cult Camo shader. And as I said, over in the new activity, Rite of the Nine, this week, again, we have the second week of Ghost of the Deep, and it is increased loot drops. So double the loot drops from Ghost of the Deep. Now, last week, you might have seen a farm glitch that I was doing for the first and a half encounter. It's not quite the second encounter, and it's only available through Eternity and Ultimatum difficulties. But essentially, once you get past the first encounter, there is now a half-step encounter, which requires you to just kill a group of ads, make your way through a fairly easy jumping puzzle, and then kill another group of ads. Well, it's really two groups of ads, but they come after the jumping puzzle. And a Lucian Hive. And once you do, a chest will spawn, and you will get the new weapons as well as the new currency to buy the weapons at the emissary, the big chest. And if you're doing this on the Ultimatum difficulty, you can get holofoil weapons, which will have the double rows of perks. So this is still going on. You can still do it. I don't think it'll be patched. Another thing, interestingly enough, people who completed Spire of the Watcher a couple of weeks ago, who got a solo or flawless run done, did not get credit for it. Apparently now you are getting credit for it in Ghost of the Deep. So, weird. But that's another little bug. But hey, you might have a solo flawless Ghost of the Deep. You don't know. Go check. But in any case, definitely farm this out while you can for the rest of this week, just to get the currency if you're done with the weapons. The rocket launcher, of course, is very good. The sidearm, the SMG, is also very good for PvP. And if you're interested in getting the checkpoint, because it is a checkpoint that you can just repeat over and over again, you just get the chest, jump off a ledge, resets you back before the checkpoint, run it through again. You can do several runs in under 5 minutes. I think you could probably do 3 runs, or at least 2 runs in under 5 minutes. But if you're interested in getting that checkpoint, my buddy Sinister, who does live stream on Twitch, might be doing a live stream where we just give viewers this checkpoint. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know in the comments section down below. Maybe I could convince him to jump on and do everybody in the community a solid. But this is, of course, up to Sinister. He is our best bud, of course, on this channel, and to all of you who watch. But that's going to conclude all the information in today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Or you can also follow me on Instagram. It'll be linked in the description box down below. If you've watched to this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag Rite of the Nine, or a hashtag Year of Prophecy, or a hashtag what is the other one that I usually do? Oh, a big hashtag Sinister, and of course in the comment section down below. And I don't know, any other thing you might be able to think of relevant to this video. I'll leave it open today. Thanks so much for watching. Again, as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you next time.